here that is Club Kottontale. Hello, motherfuckers, and good morning. Welcome to my Club of Kottontales. Of course, good afternoon and good evening to all the motherfucking Kottontales around the world. It is Saturday morning. It's before 9. It's not even 9 a.m. So it is 8:48 a.m. this Saturday morning. It is the 9th of April. Yes, it is April 9th. Oh, I feel weird. All the thoughts and feelings. Moisture extremely needed. Content needed. Figured, just come here to Club Kottontale, get our first medicine in us of the day, and just get the moisture in us. I have a few things I have to do today. Um, Most importantly is doing grocery shopping. I went through and added some things to my list because I don't want to forget toothpaste and my toothbrush, things like that. My budget is extremely tight because, I think a lot of people were hoping for taxes. I was one of them, and I won't be getting any. So, that makes my budget a bit more tighter, but I don't know, it's just I never really know what is going to cause me to wake up romantically lonely. Because, I'm always romantically lonely. But other days it than, um, affects me more some days than other days. And today is just one of those days. It's just I've been, I'm very an optimistic person. I think to the positive. I'm a true believer that life is full of shit and rainbows. And we have the choice to focus on the shit or to focus on the rainbows. But sometimes it can be really difficult to find the rainbows within the shit. And I'm finding it exceedingly more difficult every day to find the rainbows within the shit that is romantic loneliness and attempting to make, new connections and, even friendly connections. I find that I'm still the one that hits the person up more. It is what it is. Even my therapist tells me that I'm probably always going to be that person who sort of hits people up first because I am very chatty and I am very sociable and, you know, you would think that by human nature we're sociable, but I find that that's not the case. But anyways, I'm supposed to go do grocery shopping at some point this morning. I have no idea exactly when grocery shopping is going to happen. So this meeting's just going to happen until I get a text message from my mom. Could be in 5 minutes for all I know. But wait to get a message saying, "Hey, I'm all ready and on my way." It gives me 30 minutes before she gets here so then I can, say goodbyes or whatever and but even just 5 minutes here in Club Cottontale will give me that moisture that I so desperately need right now. So let's enjoy that. But first, let's spread the moist content. I thought about not because I don't have that much time to, do the meeting, but we want to. Also, thank you as always to the people who jump in and jump out of the VIP section. It's kind of frustrating ever since it got over 1,000. It will tell you, I can see it go from 1.02 to 1.03 often, and I don't even know what's the difference between 1.02 and 1.03. I don't fucking know. Hmm. Live, right motherfucking now. Ooh, it's getting dark in game. I had Yesterday, at least yesterday, we slept in more than we did yet today. Today, I think just too much thoughts and feelings got us, and because I like, in all honesty, I wanted to just like lay in bed until I got the message from my mom that she was on her way, and then I would get up, get ready, type of thing. But I find that if I lay, I can end up stewing on things, and we don't want that. So, perfect contentery has been spread. I'm gonna spread it in one more spot. My preferred social media, my Snizzity Snap, which I only really have two people who watch my stories because people actually are somewhat starting to listen to me now. When I say, if you're not gonna talk to me, don't watch my stories. I'm not here to be your fucking television. And I have removed many, many people who, never respond. Like I I'm not there to have you watch 15 snaps of me being sad for you to say nothing to me. So, I remove those people. I don't add people on Snapchat to be watched. I add people to actually have someone to talk to, someone to converse, someone to be like, you know, they see a snap from 10 hours ago and they say something like, I hope that, you're doing better, sending love, but that's not the case. They just watch all your fucking snaps and then wonder why. You're like, why the fuck are you watching my snaps? Like, I think that some people forget that, social media is meant to be used however the person who's using it wants to use it. So, if you don't understand why someone does what they do, maybe it's not the content for you. Well, that's satisfying as all fuck. Okay. Content has been spread sufficiently. Let's bring the chat up because, just in the off chance that we actually get someone to come chill and chat with me. But like most meetings, it's just therapeutic, and especially this one where the moisture is fucking needed. This is definitely a meeting just for the moisture. Just to help me feel more like me. Oh, we have the lurkers. Hello, lurkers. Oh, one person's a lurker, but one person said hello. They said, did you see the new season on Fortnite? Yes. Why people talk about other games when, but, to each their own. I would think you see a person playing Red Dead, you'd ask a question about Red Dead, but you do you. And for anyone that's like, damn, she got a bit of an attitude just then, yeah, it's because that person is a known 80s doll. I give 80s dolls the benefit of the doubt the first couple times, but you continually troll me over the course of years, I'm no longer going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You're just a sick, sad child or adult who shouldn't be watching the content that is here because the moisture drowns your bitch ass. But that's nor here nor there. You do what you wanna do. Alright, back to what we were doing, which is getting that moisture gained, getting our first medicine in us. Moisture is so very needed this morning. especially before grocery shopping, but especially before I'm supposed to hang out with a friend today that I like haven't seen, literally haven't hung out with this person since 2009, 2010. That's the last time I hung out with them in person. And the last time I like kind of talked to them was like briefly in 2014 and then again in like 2016. Um and then we recently started chatting again. But I didn't hear from them at all yesterday. Um so hopefully we're still down for the plans. Like I keep getting like these weird vibes. Like for one, their voice and text and tone changed when they realized I wasn't flirting with them. And then like the plans changed. Like it just everything got a little wishy-washy. And then he had to work a double, which can be exhausting. So I could see him being like, I don't really want to go do anything this weekend because I'm tired from my week. But hopefully that's not the case because I'm pretty excited to hang out with them. I haven't hung out with them in a long time. Back in the day, they were someone that I considered a best friend. Like I came across a journal entry where I literally called this person my best friend. And they said that they've always considered me a close friend. But I don't know, that's a little weird to me because to be a close friend with someone, you have to be there has to be a certain like air of conversation about it. Like I have my friend Cassie, who I consider a close friend, even though I don't hang out with her very often. Because when I hang out with her, I feel comfortable enough talking about certain things. I think that's what kind of dictates is it a close friendship or is it a casual friendship? I am going to ask you your are going to like new season. Are you still fucking talking about Fortnite? I fucking love Fortnite. I don't know why you're sitting here trying to like sell Fortnite on me when I'm the one that sells Fortnite to other people. Yes, new season is awesome. I don't. This isn't Fortnite. I mean, am I Blue Bear? Am I blind? This is Blue Bear says if this is Fortnite, then it just got some really wicked DLC. So he's Blue Bear's like, wait, did Fortnite pair with Borderlands again? That was funny, but yeah. Goodness gracious, please let this day be fantastic. Also, my eyes hurt from wearing makeup yesterday. I only put on a little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of liquid eyeliner for my cat eyes, and then some mascara, okay? And then blush and highlighter. My eyes felt like they wanted to just like permanently stay closed. I like oh, so ridiculous. And then having to remember like when my eye itches to not go like this, that was just oh man. Makes me glad the way that I do my makeup, I don't put any on the bottom. So then when I need to wipe my eyes or clean it, I can just take a Q-tip and freshen up the bottom. Um, I live for that. I feel like you have to really, if you're gonna do makeup, you have to listen and pay attention to the composition of your own face, because everybody's face is shaped differently, but it also emits liquid differently. Like if you're a person who tends to have watery eyes, you're probably not going to be able to do those pristine lines because it's going to liquefy it away. That's why I don't put anything on the bottom. And if I do put something on the bottom, I make it in a smudgy sort of way, so then when it smudges down, it still looks good, versus where I usually have to wipe it because all that black kind of goes down this way. I love doing messy black eyes because you just throw the makeup on there and then you literally just like take your fingers and do this. Like doing a goth sort of makeup is some of my favorite thing. And I put goth in quotation marks because I don't consider myself gothic. When if and when I do a very intense black makeup look, that to me is almost like cosplaying someone who is more gothic. For me, I definitely like putting black in my repertoire. I mean, yesterday my outfit was all black with some purple and maroon. But it's the way that I pair it. If I was to be a gothic person, I'd be like a rainbow goth. Oh man. Lurkers. I find that lurkers always pop up, but I find that lurkers become more intense when I put in the title like moisture needed or something like that, something kind of geared towards that I am not 100% me. I find that I get more lurkers. I get more people that are just watching me, and you can't help but feel like they're just waiting for you to have a panic attack. They're just waiting for you to say something or do something that they can essentially hold against you later. And it's just really interesting because like why else would someone watch someone who essentially it might be having a panic attack or something like that? Like why would you watch that? Mm. But to each their own. As long as you're lurking to learn, it's a beautiful thing. Alright, let's get some giddy up and go. Love blowing out some smoke. Get our first medicine in us. Oh, just hope the day continue to flow on. It's just after 9 a.m. now. Oh man. I need to remember to check my mail and hopefully my rent receipt is in it. That has given me wicked anxiety ever since I like went up there and it wasn't there. Just gave me such anxiety. And then the other day when I went grocery shopping, I was gonna check it, but there was too many people on the porch, so I was like, no. And then when I got home last night, it was too dark. It was dark outside, but the front door was also open, so my anxiety was like, no, because like when the door is open, I mean even when the door is not open, it's gonna alert the neighbors' dogs and they're gonna start barking at me. So I didn't want them barking at me at 7 o'clock at night. Actually, I think it was like 8. Anyways, um, I didn't want them barking at me. You know what I mean? So and it would be different. It would be way different if it was 100% strangers. Like, I deal with strangers better than I do with people I actually know. I know some people find that extremely odd, but all I can do is be me. Um, I think one of the main things is that with strangers, you have no obligation to say hi to them. You have no obligation to wave. You have no obligation to smile. When you know someone, there is like even if you don't feel like there is, it feels like it just like there's like an air of obligation to like wave or smile or be chummy because you know the person. It gets my social anxiety going way worse than any stranger does because a stranger, I don't have to stop and talk to you. And if I do, it's because I'm absolutely choosing to. Whereas if it's someone that I know, I feel obligated that I have to stop and talk to them. I feel obligated that I have to wave to them if I see someone I know. And then if you don't wave, one or both of you start thinking, oh, I know that person and they didn't wave to me. Did they not like me? Maybe they didn't see me. And you just start fucking going through all of these things in your brain or brains and thinking, like, oh! When in all actuality, it's most likely that they just didn't fucking see your bitch ass. Well, cheers to you, lurker. I hope you enjoy your lurking ways. Hopefully, you observe and learn what you want to from the Club of Cottontails. Or not. Oh, I love my new clip. It's so pretty. I'm so happy with my Cinderella outfit. That's something that we need to do, is save it so then her beautiful little princess barrette is still there. Oh, I love it so much. She's just a cowboy princess. I also love that I put gloves and boots on her, so even though she's wearing a corset, she won't freeze when she's in 36-degree weather because of the warm boots. But it's also like I like this outfit because it's suitable for like somewhat cold weather, but also suitable for warm weather. So she can go from the desert to, sort of like rainy conditions. If you go into the snow where it is 20 or below, you have to put on your snow outfit, otherwise you'll freeze to death. Oh, cheers to a fantastic day. Hopefully I do hear from my friend because I had, like I said, I didn't hear from him all day yesterday. So hopefully we are still down. I will be disappointed if those plans get canceled because the plans to reconnect with my friend Travis have been set in stone for like a week and a half now. So I will be highly disappointed if it falters through. I mean, I'll still have plans because since like they made a bunch of plans, but then after they found out I wasn't flirting, like the whole tone changed. So it went from us going to like play pool, maybe having a drink, to like, what are we doing on Saturday? And I'm like, well, I have a friend who's having a get together. We can go do that. Like, I'm not going to bring up the pool. I don't have money. I don't have money. So, them saying all of those things, I'm not going to bring it up because I don't have money to pay for pool. I don't have money. I have money for one drink. And that's pushing it. Like, really? I shouldn't even do that. I don't have $5 to buy a drink. I just don't. I'm poor. I saw a person. Oh, I don't even. Oh, it's like I kind of know why it's making me emotional thinking about this right now, but at the same time, I don't. I saw this person who went out and was like having like drinks or dinner or whatever, and their bill came to $237, and they tipped their waitress like $40. No, it was like $60. They tipped their waitress like $60, and I was just like, oh my god, big baller, like what the fuck, like what the fuck, like I can't I couldn't I can't fathom something like that. But it makes sense. They're always getting new things and they always have their nails done. But they also live with their mom, so they probably are able to just, work and save their money. I don't know. Everyone's situation is so different. But I was just like, holy shit. Who has $200 to spend on drinks? Well, the answer is a lot of people. Not me. Not me. I I can't even afford to plan the seaside trip that I wanted to take my daughter on because I was banking on taxes. I just want to be able to do things with my daughter. Last year, her dad took her to the zoo 3 times, took her to the beach like twice. It's like, I've already decided, because of how the budgeting is going, like, I was hoping to get the color on my tattoo with taxes. That was going to be kind of like a last thing to spoil myself because the next few years are just going to get really crazy. But I can't do that, and that's okay. And like every other little money that I have is going to get saved, so then, not just for Rainbow's 5th birthday next year, but in 6 years, I will take my daughter to Disneyland. I didn't get to go to Disneyland until I was 21 years old, and the way that I went is not even something I'm proud of because I used skills that I wish I didn't have to pay my way in Disneyland, and it was a good but horrible experience. Trips need to be done with people that you really trips are about the people who go with you, not necessarily the things that you do. Because you can be in the happiest place on earth, but if you're with the wrong company, you're gonna be miserable. But I always wanted to go to like Disneyland when I was a kid, but it's super expensive. It's very expensive. It costs, $200, $300 just to get in the gate. Yeah, all the rides are free, but it's expensive. If you want to do even just a day trip to Disneyland for 2 people, you have to have $1,000 at least, just so it can be fun. And that's including your hotel. So I understand why things like that never happened when I was a kid, but I just want so badly for that to be something that I plan and that like even if I have to like save every little bit of extra money that I have, pay my rent and save everything else type of thing. Like I'm going to make sure that her father isn't the one that pays for that trip majority, because then it's just another trip that her dad was able to do. No different than all of the zoo trips and beach trips that he's been able to take her on. I hope you're enjoying this, lurker, because why else are you watching? You're not here to say anything to me. You're not here to give me support. You're just watching a grown-ass woman cry her feelings out. What enjoyment are you getting from this? If you're an 80s doll, you're one of those people who you get off on people's misery. So if you're not one of those individuals, why the hell are you watching? This is what lurkers look like. It's like they have binoculars on your life. Oh, so fitting, the rain. Ooh, it's starting to get cold. Arrowheads and tarot cards. Arrowheads, tarot cards, perfect. What song do I want to listen to? Do we want to listen to Floating Through Space? Or do we want to listen to something that will make me... Floating Through Space will make me think about how I'm just surviving. So I think we'll go with our current binge of music. Yeah, you super thick. Probably break my dick. Yeah, you're super thick. Come and break that stick. Eating peaches round here. Medicine and music, helping keep my life. I like to say that. Medicine, moisture, music. Because that really is what it does. Medicine helps me to just think, feel, enjoy the rainbows that it is surrounded by shit. Music helps break that shit off. And then moisture just keeps it flowing, so. Because you break my dick. What you say? Oh, you know what? I was going to backtrack to this one, but if we go here, then here, there's a path directly to that. Cumberland Forest. That makes me think of Benedict Cumberland. Break this dick. Yeah, she's super thick. And repeat. Oh, gotta take my dick. Oh. I am glad that I'm not lonely. You know, I have love and friends and things like that, so loneliness doesn't hit me very often, but romantic loneliness, fuck me. Like, you know, if I'm feeling regular lonely, I could just hang out with my friends, you know, especially my friend Leah. It's just a matter of texting her and I can go up there. Like, you know, it would be nice if, like, she hit me up because I'm tired of always being the person to be the aggressor, but it is what it is. At least I have a friend that I can hit up, and 15 minutes later, I'm sitting chilling with someone. So if I'm feeling regular lonely, I can combat that quite easily. I don't really feel lonely much. Sometimes when I'm missing a friend, like when my best duder moved to Maryland, the loneliness definitely kind of kicked in a little bit. But romantic loneliness is just I have been romantically lonely since about don't cry. Don't cry. I, I hate thinking about this. I've been romantically lonely since about 2017. And as many know, I got married in 2016. But, you know, that's what happens when you marry a red flag and you think that what they're telling you and how they're going to improve is true, and they just continue to manipulate you. So, you know, I haven't had romance in a long time. And even though I had gotten fake romance in like 2016 and early 2017, I felt it, you know, I felt that romance, even though it was fake. I haven't had true romance since like 2010, 2011, but at least I felt the romance, even though it was fake in 2017. And so it's been a long time, you know, not not having anyone who actually has actual feelings for you. Like, I've had plenty of thirsty people. I hate thirsty people. I hate that. Totally fine for anyone else who enjoys that. I'm not that type of person. I don't like if I want if I was to have someone leering over my body, I'd want it to be my boyfriend or girlfriend. I want my boyfriend to be like, "Damn, you look juicy." I just want to get all up in that. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that from a complete stranger or someone that I don't really know, or especially someone I'm trying to get to know, and all they just talk about is my body. Like, ew, you know. And especially at this point in my life, like I've explained to many people that you know my ex-husband gave me a horrible insecurity that people only want my body. So if you're overly stuck on the way that I physically look, I it just makes me even more insecure. Like, it just would be nice to have someone, you know, want to hear about the show I watched, or hear about what I've been doing in my video game, or hear about, you know, what books I've been thinking about reading, or what board games I'm into. Like, take an actual interest in me and not my vagina. People only just want Bob's and Vagine. It's ridiculous. Also, I didn't call my horse, but she came to me. It's like Alaska knew. She was like, "I'm coming, Mama." Oh man, totally missed 420 somewhere. I was trying to, was going to, but yeah, shit happens. Oh man, so the term daddy. A lot of people seem to think that the only way that someone will call someone daddy is if they have daddy issues. And I'm here to tell you that most of the people who call you daddy, they probably have a very loving, dutiful father whom when they were a child they called daddy. Daddy, can I have another piece of cake? And now they're calling you daddy, asking for a different type of cake. The individuals who have actual daddy issues, who have had actual childhood trauma from their fathers, we ain't gonna call you daddy. If you're gonna call anybody daddy, you're gonna call me daddy, and I don't even want to be called daddy. So sick and tired of hearing that. Like, oh, you got daddy issues. Daddy didn't love you. Like, most of the people who be saying daddy sexually, they had a very loving father when they grew up. And no one can change my mind on this. Some of those people out there who be calling their partners daddy is because they want to fuck their actual daddy and they can't. Yeah, I said what I said. You can't fool me when you date someone and then marry a man that is 10 years older than you and you're calling him daddy and he conveniently looks like your father. I'm just seeing a duck and calling it a duck. You know what I mean? Quack quack. Seriously though. People who have actual father issues, they talk about it in therapy. Very few people know the actual things that I deal with pertaining to my sperm donor. You know what I mean? Because we talk about that stuff in therapy. I'm sure there's some women out there or men who, use sex as a way to not feel the things they're feeling. That's why I said some, not all. But most of the people that I've met who use daddy as a sexual term, they have a very loving father. I wonder when my mom will message me. She told me, it was like an hour ago. Yeah, 11:53. She said that she was getting up and getting ready, and that she texted me by the time that she was done. So I can only assume that she is still getting ready. I'm just gonna sit here in Club Kottontale, gaining all of the moisture, having all of the medicine until, she texts me, and then I'll end the meeting and get dressed real quick. Girl, you alone? I say, hold up. I'm a little disappointed that I kept this on because now my armpits are perspiring and now I won't be able to wear this to bed tonight. I love this. It says make today amazing. And I put this on fresh last night. I should have put something else on to start making content, but I kept it on for a couple reasons. One, to be comfy, but also make today amazing. That is a mantra we are going to have, but ugh. I always hate the feeling of like your pits sweating and then your pits are no longer sweating, so all you feel is the damp coolness. Say, hold up, tired of all these lies. Hold up. Hold up, tired of all these lies. Hold up, cause if you wanna make things right, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up now. Oh shit, another anime. Aw, thank you, universe. The game was like, you need something pretty. Here's another amethyst necklace. Oh, and there's another collectible in here. Shaky, shaky. Ooh, money. Hold up. Look, there's a bag of money sitting on the ground. Giddy up. Giddy up. Ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it. A giddy up. A giddy up. Ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it. A giddy up. Giddy up. You got to giddy up. You got to giddy up. I love Red Dead. It's just between the birds chirping and it's just the ambiance of it all. A little bit of RDO via Club Cottontale. Give us all the good wishes. Oh, Madhouse, I love this song. Oh, damn it. I have to do laundry. Just realized that this is like my last nightgown. I have to fucking wash clothes. Welcome to the madhouse. Never been a place like this before. Welcome to the madhouse. They all come back for more. Welcome to the madhouse. Welcome. Like this before. Welcome to the madhouse, where they all come back for more. Is this a cliff? Yep. Welcome to the madhouse. Okay, well, since we have a lot of mountainous terrain, we should just take the path. Okay, there's people at the fort, so most likely, well, I mean, they might let me in. Madhouse. Madhouse. Oh yeah, definitely good that we took the path, because this is fucking crazy. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Horsey, stop! Fucking A, Alaska. Can we cross here? I think we can cross here. Let's fucking cross here. Well, it doesn't look like we can. Saying we should, though. Okay. Ooh! Okay. Oh, killed, I'm assuming, a fish while we went through there. Oh. You know what? I'm rather glad we went through the water instead of going across this very janky bridge. Oh, it was a fish. It's always so creepy when you can see the little paw print moving. Let's see if we can... Oh, it just passed us. No, it wasn't in our view. Ooh, creepy. Just a dead animal going down the water. It'd have to be in the most dangerous spot ever. This better be a really, really good one. Do you think it's on that fucking little ledge? Probably is. Because this thing is going crazy. You had me out here fucking Billy Goat gruffing it and shit. What the hell? Oh, my hands. Better be good. You bet. Raw. I think that's one that we hadn't had yet. It is. It is. Because bone, raw, agate, and then these two. So, at least there was one whom we had not gotten yet. Because fuck that noise. The fuck? Okay. Figure out how to get down without... Like, I mean, seriously, injuring is okay. We just don't want to die. Is it the man of my dreams? Oh. text my mom and find out. Ooh, also, I have to fucking pee. Oh no. Okay, I'll be right back. Changing minds. Oh man, I moved my chair. Damn it. Okay. I was gonna text my mom, but I decided not to. She'll hit me up when she hits me up. It just gives me more time to chill here in Club Kottontale and gain all that moisture, so. Um, I'm a little concerned though. The person that I'm supposed to hang out with later, they haven't responded or chatted since Thursday afternoon. So that gets my anxiety going. Like, are we still hanging out? Like, is somewhat starting to feel better. Like, I still can't do certain things with it, and I'm petrified to do some push-ups with it. But I've definitely been able to reincorporate, like, this doesn't hurt where, well, it does a little bit of hurt when I do that. So I've been, working in my arm circles, but instead of putting my arm out extended, I've been keeping them inward, so the shoulder itself is rotating just to kind of lubricate it. Man, talk about fucking scary. Okay, get some more giddy up and go love, blowing out some smoke. I'm gonna get Jada Rose reloaded. Oh, really? Past Amber. That's not past Amber's fault. She put enough in it. I'm just disappointed there's only one left in the grinder. That means that I have to grind up some more. Also, I'm pretty disappointed in this herb that I got. I've been picking out seeds and stems. That is no bueno. I mean, it happens, but not as often. This one's had like a good amount. So far I've had to pull 2 stems from it and 2 seeds. Well, I hope you're having a fantastic day, lurker. Whether you're new, although I don't want to assume, but I don't think that you're a new person. I think that you're a person who is well acquainted with Club Kottontale. I could be very wrong, and you're a brand new person that's like, this crazy person is entertaining. I feel like that's what people say. I don't watch live content enough to understand the way that people watch content. Everyone has their own way about them of it. It's a quarter till 10 a.m., so hopefully I hear from my mom soon, because I would like to get grocery shopping done before the afternoon, so then I can just relax and sort of prepare for the evening. Am I going to be hanging out with reconnecting with an old friend, or if I'm just going to hang out with my friend Leah again? Because if I'm just hanging out with my friend Leah, that's pretty easy peasy, except for the fact that I won't be able to hang out into the evening time with her, because I won't walk home when it's dark. So that's definitely one advantage of if my friend actually does hang out with me, we will be able to hang out longer because they have a vehicle type of thing. Ooh, okay, that's just thunder. I thought that was a bear. I was like, I am in a precarious area. This bear is just gonna wreck my shit if he comes and fucking bites me right now. Oh, wow. That moment when there's... Oh, I think that's my horse. Okay, that is my horse. I was like, at first I was thinking it was like, one of those, like, racing things. They have lights on them. It's just me. It's my day off from work watching you play Red Dead. Oh, cool. I highly recommend if you, and I've mentioned this many times in the course of the 6 years of me making content, and it's not just you, because it popped up a number 2. There's now 2 people watching, so it's impossible for that to have been you, because there is now 2, meaning that that 2 popped up when you were watching. You were watching incognitally, which is the way that I prefer people to watch if that's all you're going to do is watch. That's not you. You see how there's 2 people now? There is a lurker who's not watching incognitally. And, I mean, they can do whatever they want to do. It's not here nor there. It's the fucking internet. But for me, especially if it's someone who knows me, they know that the number is one thing that does kind of trigger me. Because it does just look like someone's watching. But see, now I know I had 2 people watching, one incognito and one not incognito. But since you have henceforth decided to type, which, hello, repo, it now shows 2. But I'm going to get some more herbage grinded up for future amber. And then present amber, aka me. We're going to put some crumble on Jaded Rose. This will be our second medicine of the day. Much needed. Club Cottontale has already, been there, given that good moisture that we so desperately needed. Hopefully we hear from my mermies, because like I was saying, I really would like to do grocery shopping before the afternoon. Thank you for pointing out numbers that I don't give a fuck about. But, see, that's frustrating. Is like, Repo is not a new person. They know that those numbers give me anxiety, so why they would be like, now it's 3, causing me to be like, huh? And then, of course, I look at the number and I notice it's 3. I'm like, fuck you. Like, you just constantly prove my point that I feel like you're an 80s doll. You do very trolly things. Oh, that milk smells really good. Enjoy your motherfucking timeout, bro. Like, see, another thing is that I utilize my YouTube and see this person, Repo, they know this because they're not a new fucking person. But to new people who are just now tuning in, this is my Club of Cottontales, my YouTube channel, is a place that I utilize like therapy. I take triggers and I desensitize myself to it. So when I'm talking about it, that's just me talking about it. It is fucked up for someone to be like, I'm sorry for triggering you. Like, why are you still bringing it up? They're doing that on purpose because they know by saying that, all they're doing is continuing the thing that they're trying to apologize for. If they really were going to be apologetic, they would just shut the fuck up. But like I said, troll. They're an 80s doll. They have consistently done 80s doll activities and mannerisms since 2017 when they found my channel. So, 5 years of trolling. Oh, perfect song. Transparent song. But I've already stated that I do truly feel that whenever I put, content needed, moisture needed, brains all over the place, I get more lurkers. Because a variety of reasons. But I think the top reason being is that people are hoping for me to actually have a panic attack, for me to be triggered to the point where I get a reaction that they want or whatever. Which is fucked up. The fact that people do that to mentally challenge people on a regular basis, doing things to purposely trigger them, is so fucked up. My ex-husband did that. Huge reason why I'm not with him. You know what I mean? Because to purposely try to trigger someone, it's just so horrible. Like, it's just, yeah. But, back to what we were doing, which is just utilizing our Club of Cottontails the way that we always do to gain that moisture that we so dutifully needed. Oh, damn it. Get shit. Yeah, see, and I can already tell because there's no opinions. So, and opinions give you an air of whom the lurkers are, If one of the lurkers were someone who actually enjoys my contentery and actually supports me, I would have opinions, but we do not. All we have is lurkers. And that's totally fine. I will always hope that a lurker will learn instead of just lurking. Hopefully that lurking brings you learning, some knowledge. And most of that knowledge would be is, do I even want to watch this that I am watching? Is this content for me? Yeah, that's one thing is like, on a normal basis when you're out walking on the street, people's triggers are not your problem. The only time that you should be worried about someone's triggers is if you're in their home, their place. That's why I talk about it more here, because this is my place. I wouldn't go into someone's home and be like, stop doing what you're doing. You're triggering me. I would simply walk away. The reason that I talk about it here is because this is my place. This is my place to be me. And I can already tell we just have a bunch of 80s dolls. I don't usually like to make assumptions because it makes an ass out of you and me. But we know that this person is an 80s doll. And what do 80s dolls have? Bunk accounts, scratch accounts, whatever you want to call them. So I already know that they're just taking a bunch of those accounts and coming and being like this. So it's one person with two screens. You know what I mean? Whatever. All 80s doll do is gives me the moisture that I so desperately needed. So, spot on to you. Wow. So I decided to see, because you can tell if a person's an 80s doll by the content that they have on their channel. And that's why a lot of people, they assume I'm an 80s doll because of some of the things that I do. But if you actually take the time to observe the contentery, you'll be able to see. But something where they literally use a derogatory term and put song after it, like, that just basically confirms everything I need to know. So, goodbye. Hmm. Blocking and purging will always feel the fucking best, man. I can't believe I saw that. Like, I always used to think, like, oh, Repo has 80s doll tendencies, but I think that they're a real person with real things, but nah. So, if you really want to lurk for whatever reason it is that you enjoy lurking, I recommend never actually talking in my channel again, because I will just block every single account that you have. Because that's disgusting, what I just saw. Looking for a girl like me. And I'm a firm believer in always being moist. Be 100% yourself regardless of what some motherfucker thinks of you. Love yourself and you will be loved. But in the terms of that, of being moist, you're kind to yourself and other people, and you don't hurt other people. What I saw was harmful to other people. We're not about that moisture. Ever. For real? For real. Seriously though, hopefully I hear from my mermy in the next hour, because I would like to get grocery shopping done before too long. Before the afternoon, preferably, and it's almost 10 right now. A girl like me. So, we got Jaded Rose almost all the way loaded to perfection. I'm gonna put a little bit of crumble on her. But, hello motherfuckers, and welcome to my club of Cottons. A place for me to be 100% me and help myself mentally and physically. My delicious contentery is like therapy. It is therapeutic and delicious. I am so thankful that almost 6 years. It's been almost 6 years. This is sad. It's so crazy when I think about that. But July 14th of 2016, we started making our random content, and it has been a crazy few years, to say the least. I will forever be thankful, though, for taking, and utilizing my platforms the way that I do to help myself with triggers, to constantly desensitize myself to different things in the world. when you deal with as many mental health and physical health challenges as I do, all you can do is constantly evolve. All you can do is learn your triggers, be mindful of them, learn how to desensitize yourself to it. It's a huge reason why I do the YouTube, to have interactions with 80s dolls, because it's going to trigger me and then I'm going to desensitize myself. That's how I've desensitized myself to, you know, like, I know, and if you've watched the content, you know, but like how I react now to lurkers is nothing like when I first started. I'm proud. I'm so fucking proud of my evolution and growth that I have done, and that I will continue to do. One thing that it used to be something that triggered me when people would be like, you don't use the platform the way you're supposed to. And I would get so frustrated, like, ah! But now I'm like, whatever. I can utilize it however the fuck I want to. Like, you don't like it? That's okay. You don't like that I don't play a game the way that everyone else plays it? That's okay. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna do it how I wants to do it. But yeah, it used to annoy me when I look at be playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and people would be like, you play stupid, you're not doing it right. I'm like, how does one not play a video game right? You simply play it. If you are playing it, you're doing it right. Like, obviously, if you have certain goals of, like, getting all of the trophies or completing it with, like, gold and certain things, like, then, yeah, I'm not playing it right. I have no intentions of ever doing anything all the way through unless I say so, like Spyro. When we did the Spyro trilogy, I very happily did all of that to 100% plus, because all of the levels had more than just what was available in it. That was fun. It was hard. Like, man, other than, like, Sims back in the day, like Sims busting out, I've definitely completed that to the end. Well, maybe even not, because there's a lot of little side things. But essentially, getting to the end is getting to the mansion and having the best career and the highest money and yada yada yada. But like Banjo and Kazooie, we definitely completed that to completion back in the day. I love those games. When they started revamping certain games, I was like, please, oh please, give me Banjo Kazooie. And then we got things like Spyro and Sonic, and then I want to say it was Rayman, and then Ratchet and Clank. Anyways, we got, games that were in that same sort of realm that Banjo and Kazooie was, but we didn't get Banjo and Kazooie, and I was so sad because I loved that game. I beat both of them. I beat both of those games, and it was fucking phenomenal. I'm gonna make sure my lady doesn't freeze. Okay, good. As long as it doesn't get under, like, 25, she should be fine. I do kind of wish that I had my hat on, but... Oh, my horse is no longer there. Oh, no, she's there. Oh, she just moved. Or maybe she didn't move and I'm just tripping. Either way. There, my horsey. Okay. Let's enjoy this toke. Hope that we hear from my mermy soon. If I don't hear from her by 11, I'll probably message her and be like, hey, what's going on? Because she was getting ready, but she also was kind of waiting for a package. So I could see her if, like, the package said that it was going to arrive by, like, 11 or noon. I could see her waiting for that package. Especially because, I'm not 100% sure, and I tried to scroll through the conversation, but, like, me and Travis, like, I'm super chatty, and for the most part, he was super chatty, and then he got to be not super chatty, so it's hard for me to, like, find the conversations from, past ones to say what time he would get off. But I want to say it was either 1 or 4. I want to say it was 4, though. Because I'm pretty sure he works like an 8-hour shift, so he probably works from like 9 to 4 or 10 to 4 or something like that. Oh, yeah, anyways. So I have a little bit, but I also don't know because I haven't spoken to them since Thursday night. So I'm like, are we even still hanging out? If we don't hang out, no big deal. I'll just go hang out with Leah by myself. But, I was looking forward to reconnecting with an old friend, especially because it sounds like they have a bunch of crazy stories. I have a bunch of crazy stories. Both involve, you know, fucking red flags. Well, cheers to my lurker, twerkers, and anyone watching this incognitally. A special thank you to those watching it later on as posted content. You couldn't be here live when I was here, so you decided to watch it later on, and I appreciate you for that. Man. I don't know if I'm sad or happy that I finally got confirmation that, they wore the 80s doll that... Okay, so that is easier to walk on than it seems to look like it is. Well, that's good to know. I was terrified to go down this originally because just like this slope looks like something you would fall off. But because of all the gravel, I think it keeps her from falling per se. I mean, if we were to go to that, we'd definitely slip off, but... Yay! Alright, let's go and get our next arrowhead. Hey. Yeah, I'm definitely have lots of anxiety of hanging out with my friend. None of which are on them at all. Because one is I'm very leery because the last time that I attempted to hang out with an old friend, they just ended up doing really fucked up stuff the whole time. Um, and like to the point that like I didn't feel comfortable enough to be like, can you please take me home? Like it was just easier for me to just deal with what they were doing and never talk to them again once I got home type of thing. Like I've mentioned that I do ghost sometimes, but it's not often, and it's like if you're gonna do a hard drug around me when I'm just trying to hang out with you, I'm gonna ghost you. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Like, I'm not gonna sit there watch you fucking pull some tinfoil out and put a fucking tablet on it and do your damn... I'm not. No. I'm gonna ghost you. So, but, I definitely don't do it often because it hurts when you get ghosted. It hurts when someone, just stops talking to you for seemingly no reason. But I think in that case, she understood why I wasn't gonna hang out with her again. I think it was quite obvious. But especially when it comes to romantic stuff, I don't ghost. If I'm getting to know someone and then the vibes go elsewhere, I tell them. I'm very honest, like, hey, I really only see this, like, going friendly, and then you go that way. Like, I'm just a very blunt and honest person. I don't think there's enough blunt and honest people like me. There's people who say they are, but there's not enough people who follow through with it. So then people are really taken back when they actually get someone who is honest, even when the truth hurts. But yeah. So, that experience of trying to reconnect with that person has got me leery about reconnecting with other people that I haven't seen in a decade. But I'm pretty stoked just to, like, for one, I haven't seen them in a long time. Talk about all sorts of different things, find out the craziness that's been their life, talk about the craziness that's been my life, and just chill, toke, and hang out. I also have a wicked anxiety because they are a guy, and guys always give me anxiety, but especially after everything that I went through with Voldemort, my leeriness with men is even more intense. It's actually a huge reason why, my plans don't involve having them come in my cave. Like, I honestly don't, if I do hang out with my friend, I don't think I will have him come in my cave at all. Um, just because, like, it gives me way too much anxiety. Something I love about my friend Leah is that she has taken the time to kind of listen and, most importantly, observe. The fuck? Said there was something red and then they disappeared. What were those? Whatever. I'm glad the bad dudes disappeared because my hands couldn't take having to shoot something right now. I just want to ride my horse and collect.
Good morning, miss.
Good morning.
I'm just glad to finally speak to someone who ain't my...
That was crazy. That was scary. I saw just three dudes, and then they're like, morning, miss, and then I said morning back. Which, even if I don't emote or wave at them, and I just say hello into the microphone, sometimes I swear they actually respond, and it kind of freaks me out. My anxiety is super up. After, like, those red dots popping up, and then those dudes just kind of, like, sitting there blocking the path, I'm like, oh, boy, what's going down? And then I just said, hi, miss. Not something, like, hey, what are you doing type thing, and they start shooting at me. I don't want to be shot at right now. Come on, Amy, see which one we got. Yay! We got a bone one! We got another one that we didn't have! Yes! Oh, man, that's so awesome. Oh, we needed that. Hell yeah. Mercy. probably gonna end up having to get the carpal tunnel surgery. Well, at least I've had surgeries before. It always kind of freaks me out though when it's something that I haven't done before. When I had my first adult knee surgery, it wasn't as scary just because I have, scars on my leg. So even though I don't remember all of it, like, I know that I've had a buttload of hip surgeries when I was younger. But, so that helped to have it not be as scary. But definitely, I think all surgeries are just a bit scary a little bit. But guys, what the fuck? I'm not tripping, right? I mean, I could be tripping, but I'm pretty sure we didn't have pelts. That's like a buttload of pelts. Um, I'm gonna sell these pelts. I don't know where they came from, but I only have $100, so I'm gonna sell the pelts. But I'm a little where the pelts come from. Oh, and then my lady got scared by the geyser. That was adorable. When did someone have time to put? Because when we got on her from the perch, it wasn't there. Had to have been when we were collecting that most recent arrowhead, right? Well, thank you for putting pelts on instead of murdering my horse like the person yesterday did. I'm so tripped out. I've never had that happen before. I've had someone take stuff from my horse before, which always kind of makes me a little scared when I go hunting and I have a horse loaded up with like a cougar or a wolf on the back, and then I got like a bunch of stuff dangling off of it. Because I had someone take my cougar one time.
It's hard riding, but it ain't.
Never have I ever felt somebody like you. But goddamn, you got me in love again. You got me in love again. That's just been the jingle of my horse. Body like you. Oh, weird. That is snow on the ground. Okay, but it's still 40 degrees, so she's fine. I might have to put my snow outfit on, though, if we get too much further up into these mountains. I'm not trying to freeze my cinder tits off. Okay, good. It looks like... Not too bad. Heck yeah. 10:19 a.m. That means it's about to be 10:20. 4:20 somewhere in less than a minute. Let's see which arrowhead that we just got. Okay, we gotta look in our collector bag. Okay. Oh my god, I found the quartz one! Oh, and it's 4:27! Okay. I thought obsidian and quartz would be like the most difficult to come across. Oh, we found the quartz one! Oh, it's so exciting. Yay! Oh my god, I am so happy right now. We got no duplicates. That's like, I swear, people claim that they don't believe in like spirituality or like vibes, but I do. Like, I totally feel like the universe just sensed that I was, you know, not one, you know, less me, you know. I needed that moisture, so we come in and then, we open up our arrowhead map and we happen to get all three new ones, including one of the ones that I thought would be really difficult to come across. I like out of all of these, I was like, ooh, quartz, like how pretty, and that just happens to be the third and final one that we come across. Like, ah, and I like Red Dead is not the only game that does that. I feel like that has happened to me when I play Fortnite, Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto 5, just any game that I'm like playing and I'm doing it to kind of get a good feeling, and I feel like it it succeeds every single time. I think it's tarot cards, but let's double check. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, you know what? Well, yeah, we'll bring up the tarot thing, tarot map, but I don't want to lose these pelts that either someone put there or they magically. Whoa. There's two tarot cards. Okay. Okay, where are we at? Okay, we're right here, so we should go to this one first and then go to Valentine and gather those two. But how perfect is that? Because boom, there's the butcher. Yay! Moisture needed and obtained. Yeah, buddy. Need to watch the temperature though, because we're not trying to freeze her. But we have our snow outfit on our horse, so. Ooh, also when we're in Valentine, we can save our outfit. I can't even explain how happy finding that quartz arrowhead makes me right now. I wish that, like, it would show you what it looks like. I want to see it. Gosh, there's a lot of pelts on my horse. I see at least 3, but I think there's 4. Oh! Oh my! Okay, where the fuck did our path go? In bear country, I do my best to stick to the path. It's so cute when you come across baby bears because they just run away. Mamas don't. They stare at you, and if you stare too long, they roar at you and chase you. So do bucks. Oh, I got straight up chased the fuck out of a buck, and I was holding my metal detector, and I just kept running. I'm like, I don't want to kill you. He finally gave up. Because as it gets darker, it's gonna get colder. Damn it, slow down, slow down. Oh, God damn it. Yeah. Just in time, fucking A. Okay, cool. Just got a text from my mermaid. She is almost ready to leave. So I think after we collect these tarot cards, and do what we need to do in Valentine, we'll end the meeting. Because it'll take her about 30 minutes to get here from the time that she leaves. She's about ready to leave. That's, could give me anyway 5 to 10-ish minutes. Oh, no, we want to go check out that up there. Come on. I know that's not where we're going to search, but we're close enough to it. Okay, fine. I'll get off you, and I will go up there myself. Oh, okay. Well, no rumble. I can't open it, though. Ugh. It always freaks me out when it's, like, dark. There never is anybody in these things, but it just makes me want to walk in with your knife out just in case. I mean, how fucked up of me, though. I walk into their camp with a knife and, like, what are you doing? I was supposed to be able to pilfer here. You're not supposed to be in here. Isn't it cool, though, how, like, if you go inside somewhere, it's, 64 degrees in here, but by the door, because the door is open, it's 46 degrees. And then we come outside, bam, 16 degrees. How fucking cool is that? I was having the best time, at Sadie and Jake Adler's farm because it was like -9 outside, but then I'd go into their stable and it was literally like 69 degrees in there. I'm just like, it's the tropics in here and it's freezing outside. It just was. It's so cool how they do that. You know, like boom, 17 degrees. But if we go inside, boom, 64. Like, how cool is that? And then even, being at the door where the cool air is coming in. It's just so cool. So fucking cool. Well, there was nothing here, but we were so close to something it would have been, I felt, moronic to not search it. Oh, I love my horse's light. It's the best 350 we've ever had to difficultly try to find. It was a pain in my horse's arse trying to find that goddamn light. I love it so much, though. Like, it just is the best thing ever. It's so much better than having a lantern in your hand. Like, the lantern in your hand is good for, like, walking around, you know? Although it really isn't the best of light. The horse light is just, it's just next level. It just makes me so happy. It looks like she's wearing a fantastic necklace. Now, I'm a little confused though, because aren't we searching for, it's a tarot card. What is down there? It's gotta be a cave or something. Fuck, okay. I mean, what in the actual fuckity? Oh gosh. Oh! I have no way of stopping this. We just have. Oh no! Don't go! 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 God! Oh! My horse keeps. She kept trying to go up. Yeah, we almost just died. That just almost happened. Oh, you're fine. Isn't that lovely? I'm so happy that you're okay, horse. You almost killed me, but you're fine. Oh no, yeah, I think we're close to a mine. That was a bear or something. Okay. Surprise! Survive that. She's inverted now. Okay, you know what? Let's just. Oh my God, we do have to go into the mine. Son of a bitch tits. goes. Put the fucking gun away. I can't tell it to just stay. Don't want to go in a fucking mine. I have yet to encounter anything scary in the mines, but they just freak me out. Great. And I hear the bear. I swear if that bear comes in here. Oh, couldn't even be one that we don't have. It has to be a super common one. That's great. Okay, let's get the fuck out of this mine. You may be asking yourself, why aren't you running? Well, fuck. Answer being is I feel like running will alert anything that might be in the mines, and I don't want them chasing after me. Oh crap, I think I just got yep. Almost just got stuck down in a hole. So we are walking for fear that something is going to chase after me. Okay. Oh, Alaska. Oh my gosh. Never been so happy seeing a fucking horse. Okay. Whew. beautiful black and white horse. Reminds me of my hair. Bye, Pepe Le Pew. They want to kiss you and hug you. I love my hair with my skunk stripe, but especially the fact that it makes me think of Pepe Le Pew, just the most romantic skunk who can't realize that his intended is just a cat. I hope classic Looney Tunes never disappear. You know, I hope there will never be a generation that doesn't know who Pepe Le Pew is. And if you're old enough like me, you remember where the kitty cat eventually gives in. And there was even one episode where, like, Pepe wasn't interested in the kitty cat, and she, like, got jealous. And, like, it was, like, only one episode, though. And it was probably, like, one that was actually made in, like, the 90s. But, whereas, like, those characters have been around since, I want to say, like, 40s or 50s. It has a weird part where you actually have to say 1940s, considering we're 20 years away from 2040. Make myself feel all sorts of interesting. Like, when I tell people I was born in 1986, they're just like... Because I think most commonly people are now born in 2000 plus, you know? Because if you were born in 2000, you turned 22 this year. Oh, man. Like, I think it's hilarious that, like, almost every single person in my age range is kind of considered cool in some sort of way because we grew up in the 90s. Like, we experienced 1990 to 1989. So that somehow makes us inadvertently awesome. Which is weird, but at the same time, it's not because the 90s really were as awesome as, you know, most people think it was. And it's like, it's different too because, like, I was a kid in the 90s, so, like, I remember seeing teenagers and be like, ah, they're so cool. So it is kind of cool watching, you know, 90s style come back, or what society thinks we wore in the 90s and 2000s. One thing that we did wear in the 2000s was low-rise jeans, but I don't think anybody's gonna bring those back. I mean, maybe. They have brought back the overly large, like, not even bell bottom. It was like the whole leg was bell bottom from your hip down to your foot.
Well, now, I was wondering when you'd be back.
Oh,
Not to worry. Be back.
interesting. Can I not sell them? Maybe you can only sell pelts that you get yourself? So how do I get these off my horse? Where did they come from? I can't remove them. Interesting. What the hell? How do I get rid of the pelts? Well, they'll disappear.
People be talking about curses and
All I can do is because it's not going to let me sell them at all. So, yeah, interesting though, right? Like, weird.
Alright, there's no point talking about it.
Why would those people put... Oh, I was going to put my other outfit on, but it's 35 fucking degrees in
Soon, huh?
Valentine's, so we will... Put the gun away, for fuck's sake.
I wish I was surprised.
There's a tarot card in here.
My lady.
I can help you really relax.
Thank you, but no thank you.
You wanna have some
I've never been in this saloon at this hour, so I've never been around so many Red Dead prostitutes before. Oh jeez, what happened? Well, I think they trained themselves into a stupor? These tarot cards are... because I don't feel any rumbling either. Oh, I can hear it now. I hear something. Holy shit, I just jumped from one place to the other. Oh, I can feel the rumbling now. Oh, here's one. Okay. There's one of them. The other one's over this way. Rumble, rumble. Man, there's a lot of action going on. I was looking for my tarot card.
Okay. You leave this to me. Okay, y'all just move along now. Got some more work to do. Come on, y'all! Get him already!
Oh, of course my tarot cards would have to be in Valentine.
This'll learn you! Obey the law! Move in, compadres!
This is the one. Holy shit, we need to get to Madame Nazar, like, right fucking now. Oh, yes! Still have 2 days collected, but yes! $65. Alright, let's see. Madame Nazar. Hopefully she's still just right over here. Hell yeah! Oh man, got some dead people.
Jesus, fucking Christ.
Where's my horsey? Honey, it's got other shit. Alright, girl, let's get the fuck out of Dodge, shall we? Send her cowgirl it out. I didn't even take my outfit, but there's just too much going on. Too much for my liking. Huh? Tumbleweed, what? What the hell that was all about? Dude, we came across quite a few collectibles that we have yet to come across. That is fucking sexy. But after we get to Madame Nazar and sell our weekly collection thing, we will have to say our goodbyes so I can get ready for my mermaid to get here so I can go get grocery shopping done. I also have to go by this bottle place, return bottles, get more bags, because you have to put them in a specific bag and put a little sticker on them. Excuse me. Oh, my nose is just... What? Yes, you've been dancing a lot lately. I'm here for it. still morning time, and I think it's going to be a fantastic day. I'm especially thankful for coming to Club Cottontale, getting that gained moisture. I am going to enjoy one last toke before we officially end, so. Go over my grocery shopping list one more time. Make sure I have everything on it, because I don't always have a ride, so having a ride, I especially want to make sure to get everything that we usually can't get if we're walking. And I have to use the restroom, so I will be right back.
Excuse me, miss. You were looking for me, I think. Madam, I knew you would come today. You were looking for me, yes?
It's chilly in the cave. Motherfucker, like, get the hell out of my sight. I'm not even in your way. I'm not on the fucking road. I'm right next to it. Stupid NPC bastards. Oh, my horse looks so beautiful when it rains. Whoa. The fuck? Something is glitched, though, because my horse's mane is completely gone. So my horse's mane has disappeared. We have these pelts that I don't even know where they fucking came from. How trippy. She has no hair. What the fuck? What the hell
Good to see you are not yet too illustrious for my humble company.
Oh, goodness.
All right. What have you found?
Yes. I found this for you. No reaction at all? You bitch. Whatever, that's some sexy ass XP though.
Commonplace. That. But the whole set is worth your while. Twice. Mundane, but I will take it. Very well. I pay more for the whole set, you know. Well. The tea leaves told me it would be a good day.
Do I want to replace the maps that I... Oops, I was not trying to do that. Call my horse, who's literally right behind me. Because I could replace the 2 maps that I used. I should. Made more than what they...
And happy hunting. I know you will be lucky with this.
Yes. Lucky with these. enjoy Madame Nazar's music while we have our last toke. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. I do wish that I could have slept some more, because I always am, like, I never really am the type of person to sleep in, but I always hope for it. It just never happens. But I am glad instead of just, like, trying to force it or, you know, stewing with our thoughts and feelings, we came and made some moisture, and via the content, it very much has been helpful and delicious. Okay, good. I just want to double check that we did. I won't always do all my daily challenges, but I try to always do my collector daily challenges. Dry goods. Eat. What classifies like a cracker? That'd be a dry good, right? I wonder if candy would count towards a dry good. Ooh, it does. Yeah. Those type of daily challenges are nice. Eat 5 dry goods, you know, pretty simple, easy. That's creepy. Others play your photograph. I wanted to go around and take a picture of another person. That's kind of creepy. Oh, goodness. Cheers, motherfuckers. Thank you to anyone lurking, twerking, watching incognitally, or watching this later on as posted content. It's just after 11 a.m. So good motherfucking morning from me to you, but good afternoon and good evening to all the wonderful cocktails around the world. It is Saturday, and it is going to be a great Saturday. Even though I am a bit leery because I still haven't heard from my friend that I'm supposed to hang out with at some point today. That's giving me all sorts of anxiety. Like, straight up. But, you know, I guess we'll just have to see, right? Even if I don't hang out with them, I'm still gonna, you know, hang out with my friend Leah. It just would be the difference of being able to hang out longer at her house. Because, like, yesterday, I left about 8 o'clock, because that's when it was starting to get dark. I wanted to get home before it got dark. I'm so thankful for clip cons, though, man. Having a place where you can put your thoughts and feelings is just euphoric. Actually, I don't even want to leave, but I know I got things to do. Things to do. be a good afternoon. Man, these people, it's like you're barely even on the road.
There are not
Right.
many so distinguished
Mine to just
in
like
my service.
pull the bow out and just like I could, but I'm not going to.
And don't bother coming back.
Oh, I scared her. Did not mean to do that. Because of that, it made it to where I can't even access her right now. How interesting. Oh. Okay. It was just for a moment. She was just startled for a moment. Let's never ever do that again. Oh, man. Alright. On that note, I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Only the universe truly knows when I'm going to make more contentery. So until then, and always, please do remember to be kind to yourself and everyone else. And we'll see you next time. Bye.